So when I come to a NationSwell event, the thing that I look forward to most by far is the people. You know, they will be kind, they will be smart, they will be vision-driven, and they will be interesting.
This is the organization that brings together unlikely individuals, and it's in that combustion of energy and ideas that I leave every NationSwell event feeling renewed about possibilities.
Hi, I'm Wen Tu, and welcome to my home. At NationSwell, we have been the quiet helpers of some of the best minds in social impact. And we really believe in a culture of service, and that impact happens through partnership.
The question I want to ask you all, and I want to bring you all in, what are we thinking about from the places that we sit when it comes to the future of the workforce?
A lot of my work is around passion-based career development. Like, you guys remember, like, when y'all were younger, people actually like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, how many guys are actually doing just that right now?
What I obsess about is this idea of what are the leadership skills and mindsets we need to be developing in our young people and in all of us.
What sparked for me about the future work is about the quality of work, and where you sit right now, how can you really affect it?
There's this Napoleon quote that amateurs study tactics, professionals study logistics. And so for me, whenever I hear all these great ideas, these discussions, I'm always thinking about where do we get fuel to put in the tank? You know, where do we actually find the resources to make these things possible? And so it's a question of, if we're talking about setting up that man or that woman to be permanently ensconced in the middle class, that's what you were really talking about, Larry, when you're saying, I want my graduates to have a living wage and be able to care for their families or whatnot. You know, when we talk about how to do that, I personally believe that you need to invest several $1,000s to accomplish that at a minimum, to make that reset. Yet the systems around us will often pay a fraction of that.
This event helped to change, refine the way I think about the future of work, just by thinking about the way that so many other leaders are on the same wavelength with the need for finding new sectors for growth.
I always learn something new. In this case, it was really interesting to get perspectives from 3 different sides of the issue. So hearing the different ways that they approached the problem and the ways that they conferred on a lot of the major issues, especially the growing role of employers in the education ecosystem. The fact that we're hopefully at a tipping point in terms of them influencing and making more accessible better paying jobs straight out of the education system, I think is really heartening.
I think organizations like Opportunity at Work that launched the Tear the Paper Ceiling Down campaign, that's really inspiring companies to think about how they hire for skills versus pedigree is exactly the kind of thing that we need to see more of. And that's an effort that came out of a coalition. The kind of coalition and partnerships that NationSwell is really hard to build.